Ever wonder which Bridgerton sibling will steal the spotlight next? Well, grab your tea because the ton is buzzing, wow, and the whispers are getting louder. We're talking about major leaks, surprising twists, and what could be the most controversial romance in Bridgerton history. Season 4 isn't even out yet, but fans are already dissecting what's coming in Season 5. And if these rumors are true, Eloise Bridgerton's story might flip everything we thought we knew about her upside down. So consider this your spoiler warning because we're diving deep into what's next for the Bridgertons. Netflix hasn't officially confirmed a 5th season yet, but let's be real. The show is too massive to stop now. With each sibling getting their turn at romance, it's almost guaranteed that the next chapter will belong to none other than Eloise Bridgerton. But here's where things get tricky. Adapting her book, To Sir Philip with Love, might not actually work. See, the Bridgerton series has always borrowed the bones of Julia Quinn's novels, then reimagined them with a modern heartbeat. The show keeps the essence of each sibling's journey, but it's never afraid to remix the details. And when it comes to Eloise, that remix might have to go even further. In the novels, Eloise is already 28, labeled a spinster and quietly battling loneliness. After her cousin Marina dies, she writes a letter of condolence to Marina's widower, Sir Phillip Crane. One letter turns into another, and before long, they fall into a complicated courtship that ends in marriage. It's a mature, somber story about loss and second chances. But here's the catch. Netflix's version of Eloise is nothing like her book counterpart. On screen, Claudia Jesse's Eloise is rebellious, outspoken, and allergic to the idea of settling down. She mocks society's rules, questions everything, and would probably rather burn down a ballroom than quietly marry a widower with 2 kids. And let's be honest, Sir Philip doesn't exactly make things easier. In the books, he's distant, brooding, and at times downright unpleasant. His relationship with Marina was cold, and his dynamic with Eloise often feels more transactional than romantic. For Netflix's version of Eloise, that storyline would feel completely wrong, even insulting. But then there's Theo Sharp, the wildcard Netflix introduced in Season 2. Remember him? The printer's assistant who helped Eloise investigate Lady Whistledown? Their chemistry was electric, the kind that sneaks up on you when 2 brilliant, stubborn people finally meet their match. Theo and Eloise challenged each other. Their connection felt raw, real, and rooted in shared ideals rather than convenience. Fans were crushed when rumors about their relationship forced Eloise to end things, claiming their class difference made it impossible. But that breakup didn't feel final. It felt like unfinished business. And that's exactly why so many viewers are hoping Theo makes a comeback. He represents everything that aligns with Eloise's spirit: passion, rebellion, and the courage to defy society's rules. A rekindled romance between them would not only make emotional sense, it would redefine what a Bridgerton love story can be. If Season 5 does center around Eloise, that means Season 4 will likely start setting the stage. Normally, we'd expect to see hints of her writing letters to Sir Philip, but with Marina's storyline already changed, and Philip basically written out of the show, that connection doesn't exist anymore. So what does that mean? It opens the door for something completely new. Season 4 is expected to focus on Benedict and his romance with Sophie Beck, the classic rags-to-riches love story. And here's where it gets clever. If Theo returns later, Eloise's journey could mirror Benedict's. 2 siblings, both falling for people outside their social class, but facing very different consequences. It's poetic symmetry that highlights how the same choices look very different for men and women in their world. And since Benedict and Eloise share one of the closest sibling bonds in the series, their parallel love stories could add emotional depth, showing both rebellion and vulnerability in equal measure. Another thing Netflix has done brilliantly is improving its male characters. Julia Quinn's books, as beloved as they are, sometimes include troubling behaviors from the Bridgerton brothers. Anthony, for example, has some shockingly aggressive moments in the books that were wisely left out of the series. And Colin's temper also toned way down. So when it comes to Benedict, the showrunners have a chance to do it again. In the novel An Offer from a Gentleman, Benedict's pursuit of Sophie crosses some serious boundaries. Obviously, that won't fly on screen, and thankfully, it doesn't need to. Netflix can reimagine Benedict as a man who respects Sophie's independence, creating tension through longing, not coercion. That's the modern touch that makes Bridgerton so addictive. It keeps the heart of the story, but updates the soul. And that's really the magic of Bridgerton. The show doesn't just copy the books, it transforms them. The order of love stories shifts. Characters like Theo are introduced out of thin air. Toxic traits get rewritten into growth arcs. It's bold storytelling, faithful to Julia Quinn's world, but never afraid to evolve. So where does that leave us as fans? Season 4 promises Benedict's fairy tale, a story filled with ballrooms, secret identities, and that irresistible blend of passion and scandal. But behind the scenes, the groundwork for Season 5 might already be taking shape, and Eloise's future could be the most exciting twist yet. So, what do you think? Should Eloise's love story follow the book? Or should Netflix break tradition and give her something completely original? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what kind of ending you think she deserves. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the next Bridgerton breakdown. Until next time, keep your corsets tight and your secrets tighter.